If you don't close your books properly at the end of the period, your next reports will start off wrong, before you've even made a sale. Income might be double counted, expenses might carry over when they shouldn't, and your equity, completely off. That's why closing entries are so important. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to close your account step by step, using simple examples anyone can follow. You'll learn what closing entries are, how they reset your revenue, expenses, and drawings, and how to prepare the post-closing trial balance, the clean slate your books need to start fresh. Let's get started. So, what exactly are closing entries? Closing entries are special journal entries made at the end of the accounting period. They move the final totals from 3 accounts, revenue, expenses, and drawings, into the main capital account. These accounts are called temporary accounts. They only last for 1 period. At the end of that period, they need to go back to 0. Closing entries clear out the old numbers. This makes sure the next period starts fresh, with no leftover amounts from before. This keeps your books clean, correct, and ready for the new period. Closing entries are important because they keep your accounting records clean and correct. If you skip them, your revenue and expense accounts will keep building up. They won't reset, and that causes problems. You could accidentally count the same income or expense more than once. That would make your profit look too high or too low. Also, the owner's equity won't show the right numbers. If drawings or net income aren't transferred, your reports won't tell the full truth. Closing entries fix all of that. They reset the temporary accounts to 0 and move the real results, like profit or drawings, into the capital or retained earnings. That way, each new period starts fresh and your financial reports stay clear and accurate. Let's walk through a simple example step by step. You run a small freelance design business. At the end of the month, here's what your books show. You earned $4,000 in revenue. You spent $2,500 on expenses, $1,500 for wages, and $1,000 for rent. You also took out $500 in drawings. Now it's time to close the books for the month. We'll make 4 closing entries. Step 1. Close revenue. We start by moving the $4,000 revenue into the income summary account. Here's the journal entry. Debit revenue, $4,000. Credit income summary, $4,000. Step 2. Close expenses. Now we do the same with expenses. We move both wages and rent to the income summary. Here's the entry. Debit income summary, $2,500. Credit wages expense, $1,500. Credit rent expense, $1,000. Step 3. Close income summary to capital. Next, we move the profit, which is $1,500, to the owner's capital or retained earnings. Here's the entry. Debit income summary, $1,500. Credit capital, $1,500. Step 4. Close drawings. Finally, we move the $500 drawing to reduce the owner's capital. Here's the entry. Debit capital, $500. Credit drawings, $500. And that's it. All your temporary accounts, revenue, expenses, and drawings now show 0. Your books are ready for a fresh start next month. Let's look at what happens before and after closing entries. Before closing, your trial balance still shows $4,000 in revenue, $2,500 in expenses, $500 in drawings, and your capital account hasn't changed yet. After closing entries, all temporary accounts, revenue, expenses, and drawings are reset to 0. Your capital account now shows 2 updates. It increased by the $1,500 profit and decreased by the $500 drawing. So the final change in equity is a net increase of $1,000. This simple process clears out the old numbers and updates the owner's equity, so your books are clean and ready for the next period. So here are a few common mistakes to watch out for when making closing entries. First, forgetting to close drawings or dividends. These are temporary accounts too, and they must be closed to the capital or retained earnings account. Leaving them open will throw off your equity. Second, skipping the income summary step. Don't try to close revenue and expenses directly to capital. The income summary acts like a checkpoint. It helps you clearly calculate your net income before it gets added to equity. Third, trying to close permanent accounts. Permanent accounts like cash, accounts receivable, or equipment should never be closed. They carry forward to the next period. Only temporary accounts get reset. And finally, not updating equity correctly. Make sure the net income increases equity and drawings decrease it. If that's reversed or skipped, your balance sheet won't add up. Avoiding these mistakes helps keep your books clean and your reports accurate. Let's take a step back and see where closing entries fit in the full accounting cycle. After you record all your transactions, you prepare a trial balance. Then you make adjusting entries to match income and expenses to the correct period. That gives you the adjusted trial balance. Next comes the step we're focusing on now, closing entries. You use these to reset your revenue, expenses, and drawings. Once those are closed, you're ready for the post-closing trial balance. At this point, only permanent accounts are left, like assets, liabilities, and capital. They carry forward into the next period. Then finally, you can prepare your full set of financial statements. So closing entries aren't just an extra step. They're a key part of wrapping up the books and getting ready for a clean start in the next period. Once you finish all your closing entries, the next step is to prepare the post-closing trial balance. This report has one simple purpose: to make sure everything still balances after the temporary accounts are closed. At this point, all your revenue, expense, and drawings accounts should be at zero. That means they won't appear on this list anymore. The post-closing trial balance only shows your permanent accounts: cash, accounts receivable, equipment, liabilities like loans or payables, and your capital or retained earnings. These are the balances that carry forward into the next accounting period. So this report becomes your clean starting point for the next month or year. If everything is done correctly, your debits and credits will still match, and your books are now ready for the new period. Let's recap. Closing entries reset your books for the next period. They move your net income to equity and clear out your revenue, expenses, and drawings. It's a key step that wraps up the accounting cycle and gets you ready for a clean start. If this video helped you understand closing entries, hit like, subscribe for more clear accounting lessons, and drop a comment if you're ready for the final step, a full walkthrough of the year-end reports, where the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement all come together.